And now looking at a toy. So you're starting really well with this one now. You're getting really confident with those first two sections. The quavers need to go, okay, in order to keep that same pace for the rest of the music that you were playing in the first 8 bars. So just make sure the quavers are not too slow. Okay, just watch the bar. I've just finished in bar 8 that you do play G, D. The D was creeping in a bit early today, so make sure those notes are around the right way. Then we're going to learn the next 2 bars, so you need to move both hands up. So the right hand is the same as it is at the beginning. The left hand has just moved up to your thumb on G, and we have these 2 bars. Okay, so just practice that a few times. Okay, the ends of all these bars, most of the bars end with a staccato. So the right hand ends with a staccato and the bar ends with both hands on staccato. If you can, try and hold this as long as possible to try and join it. I know you struggle with it. It is a difficult technique for the hand, but just try and hold the chord as long as you can. Certainly the left hand, you shouldn't have any difficulty. There's no reason not to join those notes. So with 2 hands, okay. Then I'd like you to go on to bar 11 and 12. Now, with your fingers where they are, you shouldn't need to move anything apart from the second finger in the left hand moving on to that black key. That's all you have to do. All the other fingers, that first chord, if you like, is in place already. Okay, so we're going to play from bar 9, carrying on. Okay, now looking at this left hand in bar 11, you are tending to move the hand completely. I think that's a mistake to do that because then you lose your place completely where you are. Try to keep your fingers as close to the D and the F sharp. Okay, you have to move them slightly, but I want them to sort of stay in that area. Right, so the thumb could tuck underneath to the E, the little finger goes to the A, then you come back again. So you're doing that sort of movement, over or under, all right, rather than moving. It's a slightly different slant on it. Okay, so think of over and unders. So thumb goes under, then the fingers go over to come back to the D and F sharp chord. Okay. So a little bit more practice on that, and then just practice from bar 9. As you can see, I'm hardly moving my hand there at all. So that would be my advice there. Now the last line, to clarify, the left hand, you should be able to play all of that line. You're starting on G like you did in bar 10 there, so it's the same place. Ending on staccato, you go to the same first chord as in bar 11, and then we have to move only that distance, all right? So only down to the D, the G. 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you count that dotted rhythm, if you want to break down the counting even more, 1 and 2 and 3, but pace it out quite quickly. Don't do it too slowly. 1 and 2 and 3. So it's marching along that counting a little bit more. So all of the left hand on that last line. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The right hand, just concentrate at the moment on the first 2 bars, 16 and 17. Oops. You've just played in bar 12 there, okay? You will be moving the hand around because the next 3 bars you have to move around a little bit. But the B and the D are the same as the B and D in bar 10. Same fingering, same chords, same slur onto that chord at the end. So that is the same. 1, 2, 3. Now only move down one note, just one white key. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3. So the top part of that bar, bar 17, is 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. At the same time as playing that, you've got to hold your minim A. Okay? Hold it down and then play the G with the B at the end of the bar. 1 and 2 and 3, like that. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, that's probably the most trickiest bit in the entire page, doing that, because it's holding one finger and doing something else with the top part of the hand at the same time, which is not easy. 2 and 3. So that's why I'd like you to get that bar before we go any further with that one.